Guys, what's up? Welcome once again, guys, to another video. Thanks as always for tuning in. As always, let me just let you know how appreciative I am for you to take time out of a busy schedule to join me in another video, right? And also, guys, remember to like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so, hit that notification bell, and also comment. Comment and let me know what you think about the contents of the video. Maybe you have a correction for me, or it might have been something that I said that you may or may not have agreed with. All right, but whatever it is, just comment and let me know what you think. All right. Okay, so I have two rather sad stories for you guys today. And as I have always said, forgive me for being that person that bring the sad stories, but somebody have to do it. All right, it's not my fault. I'm just bringing these stories to you guys to let you know see what is going on around us. All right. So I know some of you guys, especially for you Jamaicans that are on here, might have seen or heard about the story of this 8-year-old girl that was abducted, and she was found with her throat slashed. And right there, when I was putting this video together, I got a notification about another abduction that supposedly from the same area. So just stay with me, guys, and I'll let you know what is going on. All right. Okay, so this is the little girl on their screen right here, Danielle Rowe. And it's such a sad case. 8 years old, she doesn't even start living yet. And we have to wonder what really happened. Why these demons, are demon from hell. Why would they take this, kidnap this little girl and do this to her? And we all know how things go in Jamaica, where can't catch quacker, you catch him shot. And it's really sad, guys. It's really sad. And something needs to be done about this. And that is why, guys, I have always, implored on you to speak up. If you know something or see something, speak up. Because think about it. It could be your family member, could be your daughter, your cousin, niece, whatever it is. It could be your family member. So speak up, guys. Speak up. Somebody have to do it. And I always say the police cannot do it by themselves, because they're not psychics, so they can't just think of the what happened, and solve the cases without you guys giving information. All right, just know that. Okay, so the 8-year-old girl was abducted from the Brayton Primary and Infant School in Portmore on Thursday and found with her throat slashed in St. Andrew, as died, unfortunately. So we just want to say condolences to her family, to her parents, especially, her mom and her dad. They are the ones that's going to probably feel it the most, even though, the family members are going to feel it just the same, but they are going to feel it the most, being, the parent of the kid. So condolences to all involved, her classmates, schoolmates, and in general. Everybody that is at that school, I know they're gonna feel it in some way or the other. So Superintendent of Police Christopher Phillips, head of the St. Catherine South Police Division, said the child, Danielle Rowe, succumbed at hospital early Saturday morning, and I'm understanding that she ran out of blood, and I don't know what they could have done, because it was her throat that was slashed. So that's a touch and go situation right there. According to reports, the child was taken from the school and thrown into a vehicle in St. Andrew, and she was thrown from the vehicle, right? But this little girl, boy, I tell you, she was a fighter, trust me. Because word on the street is that she got up and was walking, and she bumped into a vehicle, and then the person who was driving the vehicle realized, she was hurt because there was blood all over her. So they stopped and, rushed her to the hospital or something, you know. So detectives from the St. Catherine South Police Division spent much of Friday carrying out investigations at the school. Education Minister Favour Williams has condemned the incident. Children's advocate Diane Gordon Harrison on Friday called for persons who are aware of why the child was abducted and attacked to share the information with the police. There are so many questions that are still left to be answered at this stage, and I certainly join in other media forum the throng of Jamaicans who are very disturbed and very concerned about what happened. How did the child leave the compound? Who did this? What's the reason for doing it? And really, just how heartless this is. And guys, word on the street is that her dad is a police officer. So we don't know if his job is a result of that, if he arrested somebody or what, I don't know. But clearly we can see whatever this policeman, or if it's true, it is alleged, no matter what happened, for as a matter of fact, no matter what anybody, whether the father or the mother, did to anyone, it is unthinkable. It is out of this world what they did to this little girl, right? And she has no business, getting caught up in whatever the parent did, So, boy, these demons from hell, boy, we need to get rid of them some way, somehow. And again, guys, I have to say, if you know something, say something. I know a lot of people living in the neighborhoods that know about some of these guys' doings, and they don't like it, but they're just scared. They're scared of a lot of things, reprisal. If they find out they reported whatever, and some of these policemen, boy, the JCF needs to try and find, I don't know how they would do it, but try and find some of these guys that are in bed with these criminals and weed them out. You can't have it two ways. You cannot be somebody that is fighting crime and at the same time committing crime. So there's no two way about it. So they need to get rid of them some way, somehow. And for the colleagues of these guys that are involved with these criminals, I know some of you, some of your squaddies, as they call each other, they have an idea or suspect that something is not right with this person. So, guys, you're the law officers and you're supposed to be investigating crimes. So if you suspect something, you need to make it known to somebody, to the higher authorities, so someone can do a thorough investigation into these guys' doings, right? Because how can somebody be given information about crime, and then you have somebody where at the same place that they're giving the information is going back to the criminals to call people's name so they get killed. You know what I mean? And that is the reason why, and this has been going on for decades now. So somebody need to do something about these guys. How you expect people to citizens to give information when you have members of the JCF that is taking back information to the criminals. So they need to do something about this, and it's about time these things stop. And I have to say this. I don't want to be too long on this video, but I have to say this. One of Jamaica's biggest problem right now when it comes to crime and violence lies right there with the citizens. And I'm not talking about just the criminals alone. Regular citizens who are law-abiding, right? I see sometimes these people, like, especially like now, they cussing out the government and You know, they that if the least thing happen, they're cussing the government, and they're not realizing that the government is looking out for them also when it comes to crime. And all crime is crime, guys. Whether it's a taxi man driving and getting a ticket, and or that same car seat thing that everybody was so vocal about, you know, that is also a crime, because if it's a rule that that whoever's supposed to have a car seat in their car to take, you know, young kids, you know, that is a crime. No matter how small you look at it, it is a crime. And you know, it starts at the smallest point you won't even imagine, right? Because one thing leads to the next. And if the country has rules, then you know, citizens need to abide by the rule. So when you guys cuss about, you know, these kind of things, and then there's something that is happening, you know, around you guys, and some, you have people that are cussing out the government, that they're you know, fighting against poor people and all those stuff, you know, then something is wrong with that, right? But anyway, you know, you guys need to look in the mirror. Everyone need to look in the mirror, and you know, ask themselves if I'm doing enough to help stop the crime in the country, in your neighborhood. You know, so if you don't give up the information, then boy, something is wrong. You're not helping at all. You're adding to it, in my opinion. You know, so I hope this, you know, reaches somebody that will look into themselves and say, you know, he's right. You know what I mean? Okay, so guys, in the midst of preparing this this video, as I said at the beginning, I got information that you know, another abduction happened, right? And this is the young girl right here, right? And I hope this one comes out, and you know, in a good light, where you know, she didn't lose her life. So she is 13-year-old Kayleigh Clark, right? And it is understood that she was missing from, you know, in a close proximity where the same 8-year-old abduction happened, right? So there's a growing concern in sections of another Portmore community where a 13-year-old girl identified as Kayleigh Clark of Cressa Lane, Old Brayton, St. Catherine, has been missing since Saturday, June 10. The St. Catherine-based community was just days before thrown into shock after another 8-year-old child, Danielle Rowe, was abducted from Brayton Primary and was later found with her throat slashed in St. Andrew. And as I just said, she died later on in the hospital. With the pain of this incident still lingering in the air, there is now a desperate search to locate Clark and ensure she is safe. There has been no indication that her case is linked in any way to that of the child who was abducted, but the incident has left residents worried about the safety of all children. Police said Clark is of dark complexion, slim build, and about 173 centimeters, which is 5 feet 8 inches tall. Reports from the Portmore police are that at about 6 p.m., Kayleigh was last seen in Greater Portmore, in the parish, wearing a red blouse, black pants, and pair of pink slippers. She has not been heard from since. So anyone knowing the whereabouts of Kayleigh Clark is being asked to contact the Portmore police at 876-989-0623 or call 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Or if you see a police driving by or whatever, just flag them down and tell them that you have some information about Kayleigh Clark, alright? Okay guys, so thanks again for tuning into another video. And you know, please remember to like the video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so. hit that notification bell, and also comment, guys. Let me know what you think, if you agree with things that I said in this video or not. All right, blessed love, guys. Peace.